Walk into a pharmacy in 1900 and you could buy heroin for your cough, cocaine for your toothache, methamphetamine for your depression. No prescription, no questions, just trusted medicines recommended by doctors. Then people started dying, going insane, and society realized these miracle cures were something far darker. This is Mind Void. Let's descend. Heroin. In 1898, Bayer marketed it as a safe, non-addictive substitute for morphine. Sold over the counter for coughs and colds. Doctors prescribed it to children. Advertisements featured happy families. Heroin? The sedative for coughs. The problem? Heroin is far more potent than morphine. It crosses the blood-brain barrier faster. Addiction develops rapidly. Within years, hospitals saw something unprecedented. Patients who came for a cough remedy were now physically dependent. Violent withdrawal, desperate cravings. By 1913, Bayer stopped production. By 1924, the United States banned it. For over a decade, families unknowingly gave their children one of the most addictive opioids ever created, because a corporation said it was safe. Cocaine. Before it was a street drug, it was a miracle tonic. In the late 1800s, cocaine was everywhere, in Coca-Cola, in wine, in throat lozenges. Freud praised it as a cure for depression. Companies marketed cocaine drops for children's toothaches. Instantaneous cure. It worked. Cocaine numbs pain, creates euphoria, gives energy. Short term, it seemed perfect. Then long-term effects emerged. Severe paranoia, hallucinations, heart failure, overwhelming addiction. People who started for legitimate pain couldn't stop. They needed higher doses. Some died from cardiac arrest. By 1914, the Harrison Act restricted it. Coca-Cola removed it in 1903. For decades, it had been casually administered to millions, including children. Methamphetamine. During World War II, it was standard military issue. The Germans called it Pervitin, given to soldiers to fight fatigue. The Nazis distributed millions. Tank crews stayed awake for days. After the war, it remained legal. In Japan, sold over the counter. Students used it to study. Workers for productivity. Housewives for weight loss. The drug floods the brain with dopamine, creates intense focus, boundless energy. It seemed like a perfect performance enhancer. Then damage accumulates. Sleep deprivation leads to psychosis, cardiovascular deterioration, rotting teeth, permanent brain damage, violent paranoia. Japan banned it in 1951 after a massive epidemic. By then, hundreds of thousands were addicted. Given to soldiers as a tool, it became a national catastrophe. Thalidomide. This one wasn't addictive. It was worse. In the 1950s, marketed as a safe sedative for pregnant women. Helped with morning sickness. Doctors prescribed it widely. The company claimed it was completely safe, perfect for expectant mothers. Then babies started being born. Thousands with severe birth defects, missing limbs, malformed organs. The drug interfered with fetal development in ways no one tested. Over 10,000 children worldwide were affected. Companies tested for adult toxicity. But no one tested developing fetuses. Thalidomide was pulled by 1961. An entire generation paid the price for corporate assurances. Here's the pattern. Companies discover a compound, market it aggressively. Doctors prescribe it. The public trusts it. Then consequences emerge. Addiction, psychosis, birth defects, death. We realized too late that safe was a lie. Drug approval processes exist because of these catastrophes. Every regulation was written in response to bodies piling up. Every restriction came after the damage. We like to think modern medicine learned that current drugs are thoroughly tested, that companies prioritize safety. But history suggests otherwise. OxyContin was marketed as non-addictive. We're living through an opioid epidemic. The pattern repeats. The drugs change. The promises remain the same. Safe, effective, trust us. Until people start dying. Until the truth becomes undeniable. This is Mind Void, where we examine the substances that were supposed to help us but destroyed us instead. The line between medicine and poison is thinner than we want to believe. See you in the next void.